Alright guys, welcome back. So let's have a look at Applied Digital, APLD. It's been quite some time since we talked about this one. So stock is at 24.50. So tomorrow, well, happy Thanksgiving you all. We're gonna have Friday short hours. So next week probably will return to full hours. So up until then, price levels, and then I'll discuss one offering that the funding that they have done. We'll go through with you guys. So resistance level 50-day moving average, but so far 25 is acting as a resistance. Pretty nice bounce off the lows, considering all the indices running, and even small cap IWM index running pretty crazy, like 8% up in a matter of like 3-4 days, 4 trading sessions. That's a pretty big rally. So that 4%, if you look at it from the last time, how long it took for IWM to move like 8%, it took like 2 months. It's doing it. This is your holiday run up, in my opinion. We're gonna have rate cuts pretty soon. Rate cut decision probability is around like 80%, but let's double check where is it sitting right now. So Fed Watch Tool, you can watch it yourself as well, but usually market likes to front run things, and this is what you're seeing. And I'm not necessarily going to be bullish right after the rate cut, because so it's December 10th, 82% probability, because market tends to front run major news or all these, like especially rate cut. It's watched precisely by wide range of traders, or they're pretty much why Russell 2000 is running. What rate cuts? First of all, in Russell 2000 you have to think of financials, right? It's going to benefit them more. Lower rates, they can lend more, they can make more money. But you can take a look at even discretionary stocks there. They were doing well. But financials today, kind of mixed. But you can look at KRE, which is another ETF for regional banks. But I don't want to jump too much into this. We're talking about APLD. But you get the point. People are front-running small caps in anticipation of a rate cut. And going into that, are we going to see any rally in these names? Possible, but we do have a pretty big resistance for the stock right here, right now. I'm going to be watching 37, 35 range, okay? But well before that, even this 50-day moving average is a sell for me. It's a resistance. So if it goes there, rejects, I would be definitely watching it lower. I thought maybe it could have cracked 20 and even gone as low as 15, but we will see. It hadn't crossed below it, but there's a news that I saw, I think I saw it yesterday, where they completed private offering, APLD. I can just go through first section where they on Thursday, the company they announced completion of a private offering of 2.35 billion in aggregate principal amount of 9.25% senior secured notes due 2030. These notes were issued by the APLD subsidiary Applied Digital at a price equal to 97% of the principal amount. So it's even more, actually. So this debit offering is substantial relative to the company's 6.5 billion market cap and existing 700 million debt load. According to Investing Pro data, APLD is currently trading above its fair value estimate, with analysts setting price targets ranging from 39 to 56. And then 9.5% at a discount, give or take like 10%. They will be starting paying. Because why so high rate? Nobody would lend these. The risk is high. These companies, small caps, with lower rates. So this is pretty big. So they're going to be paying semi-annually, June 15th, December 15th, and they're going to spend that money to build their data centers. And you can read through this yourself. Okay, it's on investing.com. So this was the very big news that I saw. And here's what else you should keep an eye on. CoreVive, okay, and NVIDIA. I already mentioned it in a Discord. So NVIDIA slipped below its 50-day moving average after reporting its earnings. And if you just zoom out, yeah, it hasn't just done much. It's just in a big choppy range since July. This is NVIDIA, right? But CoreVive, NVIDIA's biggest investment so far, is down pretty big after a huge rally. Of course, NVIDIA has pretty big stake with an average price of very low, I want to say like 39, maybe like 30 something. They're still doubling their money, but this stock has gone up pretty crazy, and credit default swaps for CoreVive was rising pretty high. So it's essentially insurance in case these guys go bust. And then Oracle had same issue. Their credit default swaps were going crazy. So if you're hoping that Applied Digital should rally or can rally, well, first of all, technicals, and second of all, you want to keep an eye on NVIDIA and CoreVive. Okay, so this is just a quick update for me. So I think if small caps top out after like going into, let's say, rate cut, we cut the rates. I mean, Fed rate cuts the rates, but small caps do not catch a bid, and this stock, let's say, struggles with this 50-day moving average. I want to say like $29 area. I wouldn't be surprised for this name, let's say, to sell off to 15. But if it cracks this 50-day, then sure, I would be watching it to the upside. 35 all the way to $40 is the all-time highs for the stock. But capitalization, where is it right now? $6.8 billion. Year to date, stock is up 221%. So pretty big gains. So yeah, not a big deal that it's not participating in rally as much, but it's still, I mean, it did go up a couple of days with small caps. Okay, so year to date still doing really good in terms of like year to date gains, outperforming the heck out of index and everything. But yeah, you got to be careful. These names are pretty risky. These are like small caps, and the fact that the stock has pulled back 50% from 40 to 20, I mean, this is, I mean, you have to have a high tolerance for these names. And there's a reason why this is pretty highly shorted still. I don't know when was it updated, but short float 34% for APLD, and you can see the graph right there. I mean, throughout the year it stayed pretty high, and when it rallied, probably dipped a little bit, and then it's right back. I mean, it just, people probably just keep adding to their position, or it's just deep pockets. You know, they can keep shorting the higher the stock goes, but the only time they will get wiped out is when stock just goes parabolic. So far, yeah, as far as short interest goes, nothing has changed, and yeah, this is just a very quick update, not a buy or sell recommendation. This is just purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.